One.
Well, hello and hello again. My name is Roscoe Lee Owens and I am with the Living Legends, and today is like none other. We're here at the historic Hermosa Beach Lighthouse, which I haven't been to in such a long time. It has a wonderful tradition of jazz, but we're also here today to interview and speak with some of the legends and the legends that are going to be featured at the Living Legend Jazz Series coming up this 2012. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Who I would like you to meet, let's start with a beautiful lady that has done many works within our community and within our jazz community by the name of Merle Crabbey.
Yep, you got it.
See, I asked her and I missed it anyway, but it's all good because we're right here in the neighborhood. All right, Merle, you know what? I've read, I've seen a lot of your work. I've been at some of the clubs that you are promoting jazz with. This has to be a passion of yours. And so, when did this passion start and how come you're here right now?
Well, first I want to say that I'm totally honored to be here talking with you and sitting next to Henry, who absolutely deserves this award. I've been working as a jazz promoter and producer for many years. I think it started in the late 90s, and by 2002 I got my clubs going, and it's a very interesting story how that all came about, if you'd like to hear it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am married to a jazz drummer, Paul Rydick, and when I met him, we've been married 20 years now, so.
Right. Okay, I'm
20 years anniversary.
Yes.
So we've been together a long time, and when I first met him, he was actually going on tour with Ray Charles. He had a lovely career, but he would always come back and say, you know, we don't have enough jazz clubs here, and the money isn't really that great, and you know, and we have to take it no matter what because we love it and we're so passionate about the music. And being the person that I am, and coming from marketing and television production, I said, okay, maybe I can help with this situation. So I was working at a hotel. Should I say?
Keep going, it's all good.
Can you cut this?
No.
Oh,
We're
no.
going to keep going. It's all good.
No. I'm so sorry. I was working for a hotel at the time, and they were looking at wanting to do something to really get some energy in the hotel. And I went to them, and it was a great opportunity. I said, why don't we put jazz in here? And they said, well, we'll have to think about this. But they finally approved it. And my first gig, my first jazz club was the Westin LAX Hotel on a Wednesday night. I had no idea if people were going to come in or not, but I knew musicians because of my husband, and I knew that the music would bring them. You know, if you play, they will come.
Yeah.
Right?
Build it and they'll show up.
Right. So that was my first club, and it turned out that I was there for over 5 years, building the Wednesday night, and I got to really know the type of people that were coming to support the club. They were a very unique brand of people, very passionate about jazz, very supportive. It surprised me because not only did they know the leaders, but they knew all the sidemen. They knew all about their history and their discography, and it's just amazing the loyalty that was being built. The other interesting thing that I discovered was there are a lot of senior about my age that would come in and say, this is uncomfortable for me because I love the music but I don't like coming by myself. And I said, you know what, don't worry about that. I'm going to introduce you to a lot of people. They're all jazz lovers, and I think that this will be okay for you. And don't you worry, because if you can come next week, I'll take care of it. So I started building a room of wonderful single women that were coming in. And not only that, the jazz camaraderie was so powerful that they established a social club. so that every Wednesday they would meet at the hotel to hear great jazz and to be with each other. So I knew at that point this is what I was going to do.
Providing a jazz network of friends.
That's right. Not only getting great musicians, but the customers needed this way of thinking. They needed this to feel alive and feel that they could really enjoy it.
Speak on the purpose of keeping jazz alive in a time sequence that is going where it's not being promoted highly by many people.
Interestingly enough, when I started researching why there were not many jazz clubs in the LA community, I found out that a lot of restaurants and individual rooms would want to try the music, but they didn't have the skills to know how to promote it and keep it going. So that gave me the idea, and also to tap into my past experience in marketing, that they need someone, perhaps the services like I offer, that I can go and say, don't worry about the advertising marketing. I'll do it a turnkey for you. I will come in, I'll book all the bands, advertise it for you, I'll create all your ads, and I'll get people in there.
Wonderful name, In-House Music.
That's right. That's right. Yes. And I decided to use that name because I wanted my clients to feel that I was working just for them in-house.
Wonderful branding. Let me ask you another question, and that's about our youth. How do we incorporate our youth into the legacy, into an understanding of what jazz is and its roots of jazz as well?
This is a very interesting challenge that we have, because I think that what you're seeing from all the people that are coming to the clubs to support me, the average age is from, I would say, 40 to over 60, and more in the older range, because they can connect with the older music, the stuff that really was so important to us at those older years, those times when jazz was first coming out and it was so explorative.
Yes.
And I feel that there is a way to connect the young people if there would be an opportunity given to the universities, and I've been trying this as well. And I did this at the West End. I would connect local universities and the jazz masters and teachers to bring their students during the break. They could perform in a venue where they could perform when the band, the professional band, was on break. And it would give them an opportunity to present themselves and also get that feeling of what it's like to hear an audience and encourage them. So I think we need to involve them in more of the activities of the professionals here. I also think, excuse me, that there needs to be our elders, our masters, that they reach out to the young people and establish a relationship where they can bring them into the clubs and develop them as well. We need that reaching out this way.
You know what? When you said reaching out as masters, I want to be sure that the audience knows, and I know that you mentioned his name, but that's Henry, the Skipper Franklin. The master musician, because I appreciate what you do as a promoter and as a lover and having a passion of jazz, because you married the drummer, but the drummer was my father, Jimmy Owens, which I grew up enjoying jazz, and the first opportunity that we had for me to step out in terms of a legacy was to do a video in a studio in Pasadena. And I had the opportunity to have one of the masters that's sitting right here on that, which was extremely special to me. It was my first opportunity to say thank you to my dad musically, and now I'd like to introduce that master to you. That's Mr. Henry, the Skipper Franklin. How you doing? And I do want to thank you personally again, and each time I see you for that, because when you're not a musician, you're coming from a different perspective, hoping that people will understand that you respect what they do in a high level and continue to push it on. So we are having the opportunity with the Living Legends to award and allow people to understand some of the achievements that you have accomplished